Hi everyone, this is Moran from Crochet Objet Knitting. Welcome to a tutorial for the Chunky Benji Grandpa Slipover. I'm a left-handed crocheter and a right-handed knitter, but over the years I've been teaching mainly right-handed crocheters, so I hope this tutorial will be helpful for you as well. You will find links to the Chunky Benji and the Slipover patterns in the description box below, but if you come across this pattern or any of my patterns on websites that are not linked here, they are likely unauthorized or fake. I would really appreciate it if you avoid these and help support my original work. The yarn I used in this pattern is a fingering 4-ply sock wool, Regia 4-ply for the main color, and Joel by Lang as the contrast color. For this tutorial, I'm using a Weta by Filcolana and I'm using a 3mm crochet hook. In this tutorial, I will show you how I join the panels and bring the work into the real shape of the slipover. I will show you how I join the shoulder stitches and the side stitches. We will create this beautiful detailed joining seam. We will create this little opening detail right here and also on each shoulder. So yeah, let's get started. Both panels are now done and framed and ready to be joined. I'm going to join them using the front slip stitch method. I will first join the shoulder stitches and then the side stitches. And before I start the joining, I want to make sure both of the panels are with the right side facing up, and I want to attach the shoulders stitches from both panels. And now I want to place a loop on my hook. And I start the joining on the shoulders on the first stitch after the corner stitch, the corner center stitch. So in each panel in the corner I have 3 stitches. So I want to start the joining from the armhole direction towards this direction, towards the V-neck direction, but I want to start right at the first stitch after the corner center stitch. So I have a loop on my hook. I want to place the working yarn underneath the panel and insert my hook into the first stitch after the corner center stitch from front to back using the back loop only, and then do the same into the same stitch in the second panel. So this is the corner stitch and this is the first stitch. I want to insert my hook into this stitch to the back loop only from front to back. And next I want to place yarn on my hook and go back through all the loops that I have on my hook. So 3 in total. 1, 2, 3. And this is the first stitch joined. I can gently pull this yarn end now. And now I will repeat all those steps 6 more times until I have 7 stitches joined, and I will insert my hook into the next stitch of this panel and then the next stitch of this panel. And it doesn't matter if you first insert your hook to this panel, to the front panel or to the back panel, you just have to keep it the same all the way through. So next stitch I insert my hook from front to back, back loop only, and then to the same stitch on the next panel, front to back, yarn on the hook and go back through all those loops. And this is the second stitch joined, and the next one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 more stitch to go. So front to back to this stitch and front to back into this stitch, yarn on the hook, go back through all the loops on the hook, And this is it. This is 7 stitches joined. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the first shoulder joined. Now I can cut the yarn, leaving a little bit of a yarn, and just so I can weave it in later. Pull the loop all the way up to fasten off, and this is the first shoulder joined. Now I will turn the work and join the next shoulder just the same way, from this direction towards this direction, towards the V-neck opening, and I will join the next shoulder, and I will meet you back here to join the sides of the Grandpa Slipover. Both shoulders are joined, and I'm ready to start joining the sides of the slipover. And first I want to fold the slipover and make sure the joining seam here on the shoulders is facing out, and also the panels are with the right side facing out. And I want to place the side stitches right next to the other, one next to the other, so I can start joining them. So just to make it, you know, so it's comfortable for me to start joining them. And I will join them just the same way I join the shoulders. So I want to place a loop on my hook. And in the side joining, I want to start in the 6th stitch after the center corner stitch. So I'm going to make like a little opening detail here. So first I want to make sure what is the 6th stitch after the corner. So this is the center corner stitch, and I want to start counting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So actually I started counting from the first stitch after the corner, and this is the 6th one. I want to insert my hook from front to back to the back loop only. Make sure the working yarn is placed underneath the panel, and now I want to look for this stitch, the same stitch on the other side. So this is the center corner stitch, and I want to start counting from the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Insert my hook from front to back into the back loop only. Place the yarn on the hook and go back through all the loops that I have on my hook. And this is the first stitch joined. I want to gently give this yarn end a little tug, not too much. And this is the first stitch joined, and you can see this opening detail at the side of the slipover. Next, I'm going to repeat these joining steps until I have 18 stitches joined on this side of the slipover. Yeah, this is the 3rd stitch, and now I will join the 4th. Inserting my hook from front to back into the back loop of each stitch and making a joining slip stitch. And yeah, and now I have 18 stitches joined, and you can see I created this cute armhole. Now I can cut the yarn, again leaving a little bit of a yarn end, and I can weave in later. Pull the loop all the way up, and this is how it looks. So now I can go ahead and join the other side of the slipover just the same way we joined the first side. And this is it. This is how I joined the shoulder stitches and the side stitches on the Grandpa Slipover for Chunky Benji. You can see we created a little bit of a detail here, opening detail on each shoulder and also on the sides of the slipover. And yeah, now I can move on and weave in all those yarn ends left from the joining. And yes, I hope you find this tutorial helpful. I will link the pattern down below in the description box for you. And I will meet you in the next tutorial. Until then, Happy making!